Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. I welcome you into this family. So, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for tuning in once again to watch my content. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It really helps, growing my channel. I need to reach 1,000 subscribers. 100. Ah, I will get there very soon. Please, mniombe. I will get there. So today, I want to tell you guys, the essentials, things you need as a nurse, things you're required to have, things that really help me do my work well as a nurse. Okay, so these are things that I I never miss to have. I always carry them around. As a nurse, lazima ukuwe na mfuko somewhere so that you keep these things around with you. They help you a lot. Okay, they really help me, and I know it helps. These things help a lot of nurses out there. So the very first thing you're supposed to have as a nurse, you're supposed to have your pen. Okay, so this is a blue pen. You're supposed to have a blue and a red pen. This really helps. If you're a nurse and you know what I'm talking about, please comment down below and niambie. Tell me what you think. You should have two pens, a blue and a red one. Okay, sijui ya red imeenda wapi, but you're supposed to have two. So blue, when you just get to work and your fellow nurse wants to give you the report, utatumia nini kuandika? You should have somewhere where unaandika maybe the name of the patient, your basic, the report you when you're being handed over for the patient. You must write them down because our brain haitashika everything, like all the names of the patient. You can even have 10 patients in a shift, but utashika everything, no? So you really need to have a pen. Then a pen goes hand in hand with a notebook. So this is my notebook. I've written everything. I won't show you what is in my notebook, because of patient's privacy. Basically, ideally hizi notebook hata zinafaa kubaki hosi. You're not supposed to go with them at home, just for patient's privacy. Utakuja home, someone malicious can come home and start discussing about the patient with their relative or maybe someone else. It's not really okay. These things are supposed to remain in the hospital. Ukiingia hivi, you go pick them and then you receive your report. So these are very important. Then we always have a pocket here where unaeka pen zako. Anyway, this one, I don't know how it is. You just put them here so that you can easily access them. And this book is small enough for, it can fit in this other pocket. Okay, so that you can walk around even during ward rounds. You just walk around with your book. You write the most important thing. The blue is to just write, the name of the patient, the age, blah blah blah, things about the patient. But then the red one is to highlight the very important things you're supposed to do. Maybe this patient is supposed to be taken for x-ray, this patient is supposed to be done for maybe lab works. You're supposed to highlight them so that you don't forget. Are we together? Then, as a nurse, the next thing you're really supposed to have is your name tag. Okay? You want to see my face? So this is my name tag. I walk around with it all the time. This really helps your patient, to identify you. It's really important. I always get hurt. I don't know, kama ni mimi, I'm too personal or I'm too, I don't know, sensitive. I always feel bad when a patient calls you wewe or sister, or and this is a patient you're supposed to be very close to when you're at work. This is someone who should confide in you and they have a problem. Okay, so this is someone who should know your name, because wewe unajua majina zao, the patient's name. So mbona wasikujue? And patients hawawezi shika, they're sick. Some patients even have memory issues, so hawezi shika majina za kila mtu, all the nurses in all the shifts. So it's really important that you walk around with your name tag, hang it somewhere. even here, so that at least when you're attending to the patient will maybe umesahau jina yako, she can just see here it's Linda, and then she remembers your name. It's really easier that way. Even the relative, like they come to see the patient and then wakiona hapo they know your name. It's really important. Then another thing, as a nurse, tell me if this thing is not really important. Tell me. Comment down below if you're a nurse. This thing is so important. I always just put mine in my pocket, because every time you walk around, a patient tells you, oh, nini yangu inatoka, my whatever strapping imeanza kutoka. So you just chuck it out from your pocket, unaenda unamwekea. Things are always hanging, I don't know, drips, sijui imefanyika haje. This helps. Okay, so I never miss to have this in my bag. Nikifika job, in my pocket, my whole shift. Another thing is this. Actually, this should be on your neck, because kama unafanya like in a surgical ward, patients when wametoka theater, you're supposed to have this, okay, to check maybe if the patient, their bowel sounds are okay, if the patient may be from surgery, just check. If this patient is, can eat now. If you hear the bowel sounds, then you just know where patient akosa. This is very important. Doctors walk around with this to check maybe the heart of the patient, the internal organs basically. So this is a lifesaver. Okay, this is called a stethoscope. Another thing is a torch. This really helps. It's a pen, but it also works. It has a torch here. Okay, basically mine sahi imeharibika. I need to mend it or even buy a new one. But this always helps. A patient can come to you and tell you, na feel kuna kitu kwa masikio, or maybe a baby, the mom comes and tells you kuna kitu kwa mapua ya mtoto. How will you see it? You need to have a torch. Okay, so you just do this, you check, then you call the doctor, inform the doctor if you're able to see whatever is in the baby's nose or whatever. Okay, so this is very important. Another thing is this, a small scissors. It's a lifesaver. You as a nurse, you always, cutting things. Umekutana na sijui, I don't know, dawa nini, okay, you're cutting the sachet, or I don't know, things like that. As a nurse, you know what I'm talking about. You're always cutting things. So this one is a lifesaver, my dear. Have this. Another thing is a watch. Okay, this watch really helps, knowing time for medication. Maybe there's a patient who was supposed to go somewhere, maybe for a test at such a time. Watch really helps. So this, you can have the one for, nurse's watch, the one you can hang here, or even this one. But the one for hanging is always, good health-wise, like it is safer. Because this one, when you're doing some procedures, you can imagine glove imefika hapa, and then maybe something spills on it, and then you go back at home with it. It's not safe. This one is safer. Then you can leave this one at work, I don't know. So another thing, if you don't have a scissor, have a blade with you. Walk around with the blade. It helps. This and this, they do almost the same purpose. Okay, kuwa na hizi. Another thing I always have in my bag or in my pocket are sweets or biscuits. As a nurse, we walk a lot from one patient to the next, from one department to the next. Inafika lunchtime or even in the evening, you haven't even eaten anything. You haven't. And then you're feeling so tired. Unasikia kizunguzungu. So easy, they're lifesavers. So you just mumunya one of them, and then you're okay. Your sugar levels zinakuwa sawa. Okay? Usicollapse mbele ya wagonjwa wako. have something to bite or to chew or to, I don't know, that can boost your sugars. It's really important. Okay, then as a nurse you must have a cup or a bottle. I always have a bottle, but right now mine, I didn't, bring it here. I always walk around with my bottle filled with water. I like warm water. So I drink when you come back, you walk around, you come back to the nursing station, take a sip or even drink maybe a half of it. It helps. Water is life. So you might even end up working the whole day mpaka jioni, you haven't even drunk a whatever of water, a sip of water. What is that doing to your health? That is bad. So kuwa na chupa, and then chupa inasaidia when you seeing water there, you always drink it. Unajikuta tu umeanza kukunywa. Hiyo inasaidia. So guys, I hope this video helps someone, a nurse who is maybe still in practice. You're about to join us in our career. These things are really important. They really help a lot. Okay, so have them around, carry them. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please comment down below if there's something I haven't mentioned. If you're a nurse and there's something really important for you that you feel I haven't mentioned and it can help someone, comment down below and tell us, so that utatusaidia. Even me, I'll buy it if I feel it's very important. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for tuning in. For the people who've been supporting me from day one, asanteni sana. Those people whom I work with, akina Paul, akina Sarah, my friends, yourselves, you've been really supporting me. Thank you very much for everything, guys. See you next time. Mwah.